Hey everyone, FPL Valentino here. Just a quick video on a Game Week 9 wildcard. If you were to wildcard, I wildcarded last week, just an international break to get all the price rises and change my team up. But if you're wildcarding now, I'll make a few changes from my last week's wildcard. So, hold on, I'll quickly just pause it. Is that working? Okay, I hope that worked. So this was my last week wild card. So the changes I would make is probably Kudus to Ndwy. He just looked really good against Man City, and they've got a decent run of fixtures. And he's like the penalty taker, gets a lot of DEFCON. He's like Bruno Fernandes, but cheaper and probably better, to be honest. He's got so many points. Like, how many points has he got? Like, if you look at points, you can't see him here. I think he's got like 40. He's on 40 something. You can't see him, but yeah, he's doing well. So I'll put him in. I'll take Bowen and Pedro out. I would put Watermelon, Watermata, and Mateta. I know he's got Arsenal, which will be a very hard fixture. But then after that, he's got Brentford, Brighton, Wolves. Unless you want to put Bowen in just for that one game, or Pedro against Sunderland, but then you have to spend another transfer getting him in. So you can even have me on the bench and swap him for like Rodon, if you think he's not going to score any goals. Even Welbeck's a good shout. He's doing pretty well, consistent. But yeah, for wildcard, you usually just want to set up your team for the next 5 weeks. So I'll just leave it as Mateta. Who else did I could swap? I would keep obviously 2 in defence for Arsenal. You could even, instead of Pope, you go Raya, but I think Raya is just a bit pricey and he doesn't get much save bonuses or anything. It's either a 6 or a 2 most of the time. So you can even go Calafiori. He's very attacking, Calafiori. He got a goal, but it was offside. It was a cracker shot. So they're both good. If you have the funds, I'll go Timber, but if you want to save a little bit, you can go Calafiori. But obviously Gabriel, Timber, then Saka. But then if you don't want to do 2 defenders, you can go Gabriel or Raya. But instead of Raya, you can get Pope. I know he didn't get a clean sheet, but Newcastle's defence has been pretty good. But if you don't want Pope, Rose has been doing really well, but they've got some tricky fixtures. Vicario, Pickford, I think is a bit too overpriced. You could go Petrovic if you wanted. They've got, those Man City, Aston Villa, a bit tricky, but Forest, West Ham, they're not too shabby. Even Sanchez, if you need the money, you can go Sanchez. Like, they've got very good fixture run, and their defense is pretty solid. They have a lot of possession all the time, but Sanchez isn't the most reliable keeper at times. But when they keep it solid at the back, they don't usually. They keep a fair few clean sheets. So you can put him in there. So that's decent. I'm just trying to see who else you could swap. If you wanted to swap, like, I would keep a Chelsea attacker in there, but say you'd go Enzo. There's not many others. If you want to go Caicedo and put someone else up to save money, but I think Enzo, since Palmer's out, Enzo will have a good run of fixtures, and he's on penalties, free kicks and set pieces, I'm pretty sure. And he's just going to be more attacking now. And I think his knee's okay. He played in the Champions League, so his knee should be all right. Gakpo's even a decent shout. He's the most dangerous player, Gakpo. He should have had a hat-trick against Man U. Hit the post twice. And they've got a decent run. Man City's the hard fixture. So yeah, there's not too many. Some people are going Saar. I wouldn't really go Saar. If you need a 5 mils, Xhaka's good. Or King. I've just got King as a midfielder there, as just a whatever spot. Some are going Fernandes, but I wouldn't. I'll just leave him at the moment, unless you want to go for him. Even Neto is not a bad shout. But yeah, that's how just a quick wild card draft. Just change it to whatever you like or the players you like. You know, it's a game at the end of the day, so just choose who you think will go well. But this is just my opinion on who I think will do well, and just for the next 4 or 5 game weeks. And just remember, I think game week 14 or 15 we get the 5 free AFCON transfers, and all the AFCON players will be going out. I think the team with the most AFCON players going out is Sunderland. I think they have a lot of African players in their team. But yeah, I hope that wildcard draft helps. And if you've got any questions or contemplating on which players to put in, take out, and it all depends on your team as well. Like if you already got most of these players, obviously you don't transfer them out because you'll lose value on them. Because some people have they've transferred them out, then they've bought them back, and you lose your money and your value. So just keep the players you want, and just bring in the players you want. So yeah, all right. Hope that helps, and yeah, enjoy. Good luck. Ciao, ciao.